Oh, HelloFresh. Where do I begin? So, they've had a lot of, let me move a bit closer. Get a bit close to you guys. Sorry about the hair. It's laundry day and I've been making my own washing detergent, which you'll see in the previous video that we would have uploaded. They've had a lot of offers for HelloFresh and Gusto, I'm pretty sure it's Gusto. That's how you pronounce it, I think. So we decided to try them because it's a very busy time of year for me. I've tried to choose things that we wouldn't necessarily usually have, but things that we both think that we'd enjoy, especially on lunch times and it's kind of grim weather. So we've got things like, funny that, I was saying HelloFresh was about to arrive any minute. Was filming. And look what came. Excuse the noise. Okay, so, handy while I'm filming it, to be honest. So, I like the idea of HelloFresh because it's less waste. I'm going to read what it says on the side of the box. Our short supply chain reduces our environmental footprint and means our ingredients can arrive faster and fresher to your door. Now, I was looking online as well because some people talk about how much packaging there is. And yes, they do have a lot of packaging. Some of it is plastic. However, it's something like 90% of their plastic is recyclable. The only things that aren't are like the little sachets that you might get and lids off of little pots. I'm quite intrigued to see what's inside here, so I might just go ahead and open it. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm actually doing. What did I even pick? Well, the box feels cold, which is good. And it actually says as well it actually says on here, paper packaging, cool pouch. Our insulated cool pouch is made of recycled plastic bottles and is specially designed to keep your ingredients as fresh as possible. Carbon neutral to your doorstep. We commit to offsetting all direct CO2 emissions caused by internal operations and offices, plus all emissions from corporate travel and delivery to our customers. So, first off, let's get these out because I can't remember what I ordered. Right, oh yeah, so we have Korean beef tacos, which apparently is 12, because what they do is they group all your ingredients. I only got it for me and Nick in paper bags with the numbers on, and that correlates with the number on top of the recipe card thing. I mean, the good thing is you can keep this afterwards. I mean, it's not specific. Words. So that comes all individually packed. Oh, whole bulb of garlic. Bulb? Is it bulb? Yeah, it's bulb. It's fine. I'm having a moment. Raise a glass to a free drink. Spring into delicious meal times. Boast a roast. Oh, it's like a gift voucher thing. I do not drink, so that's not really relevant to me. I'll see if Nick's stepdad can use it. Oh, okay. So this is made out of recycled plastic. and it has... I'm knocking things on the floor. That is icy cold. Like, ridiculously icy cold. The only thing is, that's a little bit torn. Not that it's open or anything. I'm actually going to make one of these for lunch. So I am going to open this. This is really cool. Okay, so... oh yeah, I got a side veg as well because veg, good. These are reusable. They're just water, which is good. So you can literally let it melt down into the sink. Although that's slightly punctured, so that's not great. Let's have a look. So we've got Italian hard cheese because me and Nick have got sausage ragu later in the week. This is beef mince for the Korean tacos. Yeah, so this kind of packaging is the only packaging that you cannot recycle. Sorry if you're all vegetarian or vegan. So yeah, that's the kind of packaging, and this is the kind of packaging that cannot be recycled. But like the pot that the prawns come in, they can be recycled. The lid can't. Same for the pork and oregano sausage meat, which I might make us tomorrow. Chicken breast fillets for the sweet and sour, and I'm assuming, oh, this is creme fraiche, and another ice pack. I'm kind of half regretting picking this one because Nick isn't the biggest fan of prawns, but he does eat them, so, and it tells you the ingredients down the side, which I didn't see before. Cook your pasta, chop your courgette and fry them. Add your garlic once they're brown. Add the creme fraiche, water and vegetable stock powder. Assuming that'll be in the pack. Let's find the pack, shall we? So this is for 14. So I only got it for 2 people because it's only me and Nick. I mean, I could have done it for dinner, but I chose meals that were quick and easy. A lemon that feels quite hard and fresh, which is good. A courgette, which is very barely kind of nicked, which is good. It's fresh because it's still got the prickles on the... I don't know if you'll be able to see it if I zoom in. Courgette have like prickles on the stem. That side might be easier. You can see them. So very fresh. Some parsley, love some parsley. And the pasta, the rigatoni. I like rigatoni. I'm gonna look up on their website again because I'm a bit wary. Oh, and there's the vegetable stock powder. That's recyclable. The actual refrigerator bag is recyclable. So I just need to get this stuff into a fridge and then I will be back. Okay, so you're going to have to ignore the noise of the washing machine. Let's just make sure my microphone is where it can pick up my voice more and not the washing machine. Okay, so we are going to make quick creamy prawn rigatoni today from HelloFresh. I should probably mention this is not sponsored. I wanted to see what all the hoo-ha was about. Now it's only 10:30, but because I'm waiting for stuff in the washing, I thought now would be a good time for me to prep some bits for it while I wait. So let me just got my little salt jar. I got this pot off of, I think it's like a website called Eve and Eden or something like that, because you want to salt your pasta water, because yes, I'm going to pre-cook my pasta, so I literally don't have to do anything later. Okay, sorry if you can hear that. What'll be interesting to see, I'll be damned. If you don't eat meat or fish, look away. Because I was wondering if I was going to have to devein these, because prawns have like a little vein. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I've got the packet on my finger. My hands are clean, that's just from the packet I just opened. I don't know if you'll be able to see it actually. There's like a little nick where they clearly kind of put a skewer in or something and pulled the vein out, which is good. So all I have to do is, let me bring you closer so you can see what I'm doing. Oh. Yes, the counter is a mess, so you'll have to excuse me. Yep, you can see. Okay, I'm just going to season my prawns a little bit. This may seem mad to pre-season, but if you have been here since we started the channel, there's a tiny bit of shell, but that's fine. Then you'll know I am an avid follower of Samin Nosrat. There's one prawn here with a vein to remove. If you're squeamish, look away. Stick that on the side of the packet. Just make sure all the others, you can see it down the back. That one's been done. They've all pretty much been done. There's just maybe one or two that haven't. But Samin Nosrat, from who wrote Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, she also got the series of it on Netflix. She talks about the importance of seasoning in advance. So, they are now seasoned. I'm going to quickly wash my hands. Okay, so I just given my courgette and lemon a quick wash. Just sharpen my knife. I know some people don't have knife sharpeners at home, but this one, hold on, let me just focus it as well, because we are not focused. Gosh, it's really suctioned to the side. This one, it suctions to the side. It's called Any Sharp, the world's best knife sharpener. And it really is amazing. If you use it after every time or every other time that you use your knives, then you'll never have to take them to get professionally sharpened. Okay, so I've got what I like to call a wok clock. And what we do with this is we prep our things and they go on around the clock, if that makes sense. Let me just zoom you in. You probably don't need to see it, but obviously I'm going to. Let's read this. I've got my water on to boil. I'm going to cut my courgette, my parsley, zest in half the lemon, grate the garlic, and I'll be back in a minute. I have mixed my lemon zest and parsley in a bowl. I just used this grater to grate it because we don't have a zester for the lemon. I used the same grater for the garlic. My pastas are cooking away. I now have my courgette in a dry pan, which I find odd. and I meant to let it brown. So a dry pan over a high heat. It then says to add the garlic in a while, but I'm going to add some oil for that. I am, because all you're going to do is burn the garlic if you just add it to a dry pan. So I will add a little bit of oil, but in the meantime I am going to season my courgette to bring out some moisture. And I use kosher salt because it's a little bit milder on the salt front. So basically, by the picture, we want to kind of char them, I guess. Not so they're black, but so they're brown, and that's what they're doing. The pasta's cooking. I'm not going to finish it all now. I'm going to bring it all together later. But what I am doing is timing it, because this says it's a 20-minute meal. I'm at 13 minutes and I don't see it happening. Bearing in mind I've got both things on at the same time, so it's not like I waited for one thing to go and then do the other. So we'll see about that. Once I get to the stage where I stop for later, I will pause my timer and I'll come back to it later. But I'm essentially going to do everything but add the sauce mix, which is the stock, and you just have to add water to it, which smells very nice, very fragrant. And then squeeze the lemon juice and the creme fraiche in. I don't know, it seems interesting, but I'll come back to you when I have paused the timer, because I think we'll probably end up going over the timer, but I'm assuming people were kind of speed doing it, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to stop moving that around so it browns, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is the finished product. It's made a hell of a lot of food, a lot more than me and it could probably usually eat as a portion. Probably more like 3 portions with how we serve up, but it ended up being 27 minutes. Really nice. The prawns are still a little bit more done than I would have liked. But it says to sprinkle the lemon zest and parsley over, but I tasted it and it needed the lift inside the dish, so I stirred the parsley and lemon through and it's really lifted the whole dish. It says to only add 1 garlic clove, and I did. I wish I'd kind of added 2. You can taste it, it's like hardly there, and me and Nick like garlic. I would make this again. I want to see what Nick thinks. And I think we'll probably make the beef tacos tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But I would say personally, I would make this again for me, but I would probably lessen the amount that there is a little bit. There's a lot of food there for 2 people. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow for the Korean beef tacos. Okay, so a thing happened. So I cooked it all. 12 minutes. So that's less than 5 minutes than they said it would take. It is all cooked through. But you're meant to get a 6-pack of tortillas. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. 6-pack. Says on here, soft shell taco, 6. There's 5. So I'll have 2 and Nick can have the 3. But still, this is not good because I know it's only 1 tortilla, but you're not getting what you paid for. So first disappointment really. Like I thought, are they like stuck together? Are they not? I'm confused. Doesn't take much. I did add a pinch of sugar to the pickled cucumbers because I tasted them and they needed that little bit of sweetness to balance out the salt and the vinegar. The beef smells really good. I had some leftover tomato that I'm probably going to put on the top of mine. So, we've also got the sriracha mayo. Half the sriracha goes into the mix and half goes into the mayo. I did add a couple of dashes of Tabasco because there wasn't much heat there, and I was expecting heat, so the sriracha mayo isn't that strong either. Just slightly disappointed that in their 6-pack of tortillas you get 5. Taste test will be coming up in a little while, so see you then. Okay, so we've had lunch. It was nice, but we were missing a tortilla, which isn't, the end of the world. It's not like they left out the beef mince in the beef tortillas. But still, it's kind of like quality control. I double checked the recipe. The recipe for 2 people said 6 tortillas. The packet of the tortillas said 6 tortillas. So something's happening, quality control, I reckon. It could have done with some coriander or something like that just to brighten it up, because it was quite rich from the ketchup mayonnaise, which is quite a sweet, sticky soy sauce, and the honey as well. I'm not a fan of honey and I could taste it, so it wasn't overpowering, but I would add more garlic next time. Me and Nick like our garlic. It was spicy but not too spicy. I'm going to keep the recipe card because I'm probably going to make something similar for me and Nick in the future, just because it was so quick and easy. It'd be a really good weeknight dinner, or if you've got friends over, you could do a couple of different varieties. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Korean style tacos. Though I wouldn't call them Korean style, I'd call them like Asian style. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about HelloFresh at the moment because it is quite expensive. What I'll do at the end of the video is compare prices of the ingredients from the supermarket to HelloFresh, and work it out from there, and we'll do a comparison, and I'll do it with the bottom line budget ingredients so we can work out the difference, and I'll see if it will even compare to the sale price that I got these at. I've got a Gusto box coming next week, so that'll be interesting. Tomorrow I think we might have the pork ragu for lunch. All the recipes I got were meant to be like 20-25 minutes long maximum. The tacos today only took 12 minutes to prep and cook. Didn't include serving up, but to be honest, if you've got a dining room table, you could put the pot of mince on the table, the cucumber, that kind of thing, and people can help themselves, because not everyone might want the pickled cucumber, because it's a little bit different. I would cut the cucumber a lot smaller as well in the future, so yeah. It's nice to have something different, I will say that, which is why I think we're going to end up keeping the recipe cards. Yesterday's recipe with the prawn creme fraiche rigatoni, I would definitely make again. I'd probably leave out the prawns, but I'd probably do the sauce more as like with the pasta as a side dish to something like grilled chicken and salad, as opposed to a dish itself, because although it was creme fraiche, so it is more tangy, it was really creamy and really rich, and the portion size was huge, so I'd probably, I don't know, take away 50 grams of the pasta and just make the sauce and serve it with some grilled chicken or fish and some salad, just to freshen it up a little bit. But yeah, that was today's lunch, the Korean beef tacos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.